Have you ever asked yourself how large cloud platforms control who can access what across thousands of users and service? That's exactly what IAM is designed to solve. Let's break this down so you can easily understand. IAM stands for Identity and Access Management. It is the system that controls who is allowed to access a system and what they are allowed to do once they are inside. In simple terms, IAM answers two questions. Who is the user and what permission do they have? Now, here is the core idea behind IAM. Without IAM, every user will either have too much access or no control at all. That will be a security disaster. We all agree, right? IAM brings structure, control, and security to access management. Let's break down how it works so you can have a picture. First, you have identities. An identity represents a user, a system, or even an application. For example, a developer, a CI/CD pipeline, or a microservice can all be identity in a system. Next, you have authentication. This is how the identity proves who they are, usually with a password, a token, or a multi-factor authentication. Once the identity is verified, IAM moves to the most important part, authorization. This is where permissions are defined. IAM uses something called policies. A policy is a set of rules that say what an identity is allowed to do. For example, a policy might say a user can read files from storage bucket but cannot delete them, or a service can write log but cannot access customer data. Now, let's make it real. In AWS IAM, you create user, group, and role. A user might be a human developer. A role might be assumed by a virtual machine or a serverless function. And a group is a collection of users which share permission. Instead of giving permission directly to each user, you attach policies to role or group. This makes access control scalable and manageable. Now, think about a real DevSecOps environment. A CI/CD pipeline needs permission to deploy application, but it should never have access to production database, right? IAM ensure that even if the pipeline is compromised, its permissions are limited. This is where IAM connect directly to critical security principle, which is the least principal privilege. Every identity gets only the minimum access it needs to function, nothing more. Now, why IAM is so important? Because in modern cloud system, there is no fixed perimeter anymore. Users connect from anywhere, services talk to each other constantly, and workload scale dynamically. So without IAM, you lose control instantly. Okay? So because IAM is the system that manages identity and control access to resource, it combines authentication, authorization, role, and policy into one unified security framework. And here is the key takeaway. IAM ensures the right identity gets the right access at the right time for the right reason. If IAM is done correctly, everything else in cloud security becomes possible. Okay? That's the main idea behind this privilege, and that's the main idea behind this concept. If you have any other question, please write them in the comment section. I will be glad to answer them directly. Okay? I appreciate your time. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to this platform.